everybody, it's Tiachi here. Today, I would like to show you how to quit smoking fast. While I work as a pharmacist in a pharmacy, I help my patients quit smoking, and many of my patients have successfully quit smoking. And today, I would love to help you too. Now make sure you stick to the very end to get all the information you need. Now, for some of you, if you're taking any medication, before you quit smoking, make sure you consult your doctor first. Your doctor will be able to identify which medication will change its levels when you quit smoking that will cause unwanted effects to your body. He or she will be able to adjust the dosage of your medication accordingly to prevent any unwanted effects. And if you're suffering from any mental illnesses such as depression or anxiety, make sure you consult your doctor beforehand as well, as quitting can be stressful and their ongoing support and monitoring can be helpful. Now make sure you subscribe to this channel so you could find me again and rewatch this video whenever you need. Without further ado, let's rock it! Now firstly, to conquer any addiction, you need to have a very strong why. The fact that you're watching this now tells me that you have already got a why. Now, I just need you to focus on that why and blow it up. Make it way bigger than it is and exaggerate it. Another useful tip is to write down all the whys on a piece of paper and stick it somewhere which you can see it often, such as the bathroom mirror where you brush your teeth every morning. This can help constantly reminding you why you want to quit. Everyone has a different why. My dad started smoking since he was 23 and only successfully quit it at the age of 58, cold turkey. Throughout all these years, he attempted to quit here and there using all different products to help him, but was never successful. Now when asked why, the reason why he managed to quit at the age of 58, that was because of the birth of my youngest sister. That gave him a very strong why, which is to live as long as possible to look after his newborn at the age of 58. Now, what is your why? Comment below and tell me what is your why. Why do you want to quit smoking? Why are you watching this? I would love to read them. Now that you have this very strong why, blow it up and let's go to battle. In order for you to fight your enemy, first of all, you need to understand your enemy. Luckily, your enemy, smoking addiction, has been studied by many experts ahead of you many times. And this is the result that they've found. Before I go into that, I encourage you to take a pen and paper to write it down so you learn. Smoking addiction can be broken down into 3 components, which is number 1, nicotine addiction. Number 2, situation triggers. Number 3, emotional triggers. Knowing what our enemy is made up of, we can now smash it down one by one. Number 1, nicotine addiction. Every cigarette contains nicotine. Nicotine is a highly addictive substance. Now, I'm going to show you a diagram of what happens to your body when you smoke and quit smoking. These are all nerve cells. When you smoke, nicotine comes in to bind with your nerve cell and causes a nerve cell to release a type of chemical called the dopamine. Dopamine actually causes you to become happy. Because you feel happy, you want to smoke more. Thus, you smoke more and more nicotine is going to come into your bloodstream and causes more dopamine release and you feel happy again. Unfortunately, long-term stimulation of these nerve cells actually creates more and more of these receptors, which all of them actually crave for nicotine. And when you stop smoking, because there's no nicotine here to bind with the receptors, thus causes less dopamine to release. This is where you have withdrawal symptoms like irritability, anxiety, frustration, and difficulty sleeping. Now the great news is, the longer you don't smoke, all these receptors will actually die off and you return back to your normal state again and you feel happy again. Now, knowing this ahead of time, recognizing that the body feels withdrawal symptoms is actually the body fighting the addiction can help you. So the withdrawal actually only lasts 2 to 3 weeks, and by the time you hit the 3rd to 4th week mark, you will notice that it gets easier and easier to say no to cigarettes. If the withdrawal symptoms is unbearable, you can use the help of nicotine replacement therapy, also known as NRT. Researchers have shown that using NRT boosts the chances of stopping smoking. Now, how does this NRT work? NRT releases just enough nicotine into your body without all the nasty chemicals that comes with a cigarette. It binds on some of the receptors, but not all. So it actually helps you ease off the withdrawal symptoms. So you'll be tossing around this stage. And as you taper off NRT, the receptors that is not bind with the nicotine will slowly die off. And eventually, you'll go back to your normal state again. And you're happy again. NRT comes in different forms, mainly the slow-release patches and the quick-release inhalers, sprays, gums, and lozenges, which is handy to stop the 1 to 2 minute cravings which come suddenly. Now, besides NRT, there are also quite a few prescription medication that you could use to help quit smoking. Most importantly is to seek advice from your doctor to select the most appropriate treatment for you, as everyone is different. Number 2, situation triggers. The way to combat this is to know what are the situation triggers that will cause you to pick up a cigarette ahead of time and have a plan to combat it. To find out what are your situation triggers, the next time you pick up a cigarette, notice what did you do before and what are you doing after. Where are you? What time of the day is it? Who are you with? Write it all down. And next to it, write down instead of smoking what you are going to do if such an event happened. For an example, if you notice that the first thing in the morning when you wake up, you reach out to the cigarette next to your bed, then write down, throw away cigarettes, replace it with a glass of water. Drink water. So in the morning, when you wake up, instead of reaching out to the cigarette, you reach out for the water instead. Now, if you notice that if seeing your friend smokes make you want to smoke, then write down, try and avoid friends, or tell your friends that you are trying to quit smoking and ask them to help you out a little, not to smoke in front of you. And if they refuse, you might not want to see them for a while until you are truly clear of cigarettes. Number 3, emotional triggers. Now this is very similar to the situation triggers, except it is an emotion. To find out what emotion caused you to smoke, the next time you smoke, write it down as well. And next to it, write down what you're going to do instead if you experience this emotion again. Say, if feeling happy makes you want to smoke, then write down, feel happy, call a friend. If anxious makes you want to smoke, then write down, feel anxious, put on running shoes and go for a run. You might even want to put down all the to-do lists that you have been procrastinating for a while as what you'll be doing when you experience the situation or emotional trigger. This will help you get lots of things done. Now remember, most people go through a few attempts before they quit successfully. So don't get discouraged if you are unsuccessful for the first few times. Keep reinforcing yourself why you want to quit and blow it up. And for some reason, if that why is no longer relevant to you, find and create another why. Blow that up again. As a conclusion, decide on what method you want to use to quit with. If you decide to use NRT or any prescription medication, consult your doctor and pharmacist. Get all your tools and support team ready. If you are going cold turkey, Remember, the hardest part is the first 2 to 3 weeks. Once you pass that stage, your withdrawal symptoms would cease, and it becomes easier and easier for you to say no to the cigarette. Set a date to start quit smoking, such as next Monday, the 3rd of August. Tell everyone you're quitting smoking and get their support. And even if they're not supportive, stop them. Seriously, it is your life, not theirs. Toss out all your cigarettes, wash all your blankets, pillows, jackets, clean your car, get rid of all the cigarette smell. Work out all your situation triggers and your emotional triggers. List them all out and list out what exactly you are going to do when you experience all these triggers. Get emotionally and physically prepared for the day to arrive. Hit the like button if you find this helpful. Comment and tell me that yes, I'm on board. I want to quit smoking now, and I'm going to get my acts together. Now make sure you subscribe to this channel so you could find me again and rewatch this video whenever you need. I would highly recommend that you keep rewatching this video over and over again so you get it, as I've covered a lot of information, and this will help you quit easier. And depending on where you are, there are many government support, quit lines, websites, and professional teams to help you quit smoking, and they're usually free. Make sure you make full use of them. And if you know any family and friends who might benefit from this video, make sure you share it with them. Sharing is caring. And lastly, let me know if you have any other questions. And all the best in your quit smoking journey. It's Tiachi here with lots of love. See you next time. Bye bye.